Yes, a very good evening to everyone on a Friday evening in the UK. It might be morning where you guys are, might be afternoon. If it's morning, you've still got the whole rest of the day remaining. Probably not off, probably working. If you guys are working, hope it's going well. Hope it's going quick. We all know Friday is a day because you're heading towards the weekend. So hopefully it goes nice and smoothly for you guys. And I hope it goes great. Yes, this is the Woman Agenda with Raju here live on the Woman Agenda channel. You can click on the please do click on the subscribe button, and so you can get notifications when we go live, and also when we have live interviews and stuff. Yes, we were supposed to have an interview today. It's not going to happen, so we apologies about that. I'm not sure what's happened there with the live guest, but we are having one next week on the 14th. So Friday on the 14th of Jan, that will be happening. And we will be having many, many more soon as well. So stay tuned for that, as well as many more new programs. And we're having another program after this. So stay tuned for that as well. Special Bollywood Central will be happening tomorrow rather than today. And the same goes with other programming as well. So stay tuned tomorrow. There will be loads of content tomorrow, more than today. So loads of content tomorrow. Stay tuned for that. If you want to get in touch, you want to collaborate, you want to advertise with us, it is talentspotlight309@gmail.com. The email address is below. If you want to be a live guest, you want to be featured, get in touch at the same email address. And this is the Woman Agenda special edition show, which we have on weekdays. Today we're having it earlier. Usually it's about 9:30 on there. So please do click on the like button and give us your comments. And if you want to get featured, let us know. The first news which we want to be talking about today is woman artist most likely to drive record breaking. Now, what's all this about? Let's have a look. Now, obviously, courtesy of AFR.com. So, women artists most likely to drive record-breaking price growth, it says on here, which is absolutely great. There are opportunities for investors as the popularity of women art continues to grow. Prices for 20th century Australian paintings by women have broken records over the last 12 months as their work is being reassessed by collectors and historians, creating new opportunities for investors with an eye for art. So that is a news which is very, very exciting. And the difference maker for today is her name is hopefully I'll get this right. Is Isatu Sise, or if I've said it wrong, then I do apologize. She's a women difference maker of the day. She's known as the queen of plastic recycling in the Gambia. Is mission to educate women in her country to recycle plastic. With the help of 4 women, she started the first recycling center in her native country in 1997. But this was initially found to teach the villagers to recycle any sort of house waste rather than plastic alone. The Gambian role model later learned more about plastic recycling and waste management, and for the past 17 years has been on a journey of training women recycle women plastic, thereby empowering and enabling them to be financially independent, thus reach higher roles in society. Her typical day starts at 5 a.m. and her work lasts until late at night. Wow. A hard worker and a role model for community, she gives back to society far more than she gets. Now, so very well done to her, and she deservedly is a difference maker, and she's definitely making a massive difference in recycling in her, and I hope she continues to inspire many women and men as a role model. Now, there's an article. Study indicates weight loss. Now, what is this weight loss? Let's have a look, courtesy of trialsidenews.com. A study indicates there's been weight loss and diminishing muscle mass and less mobility dramatically shortens lifespan of aging women. So, a group of osteopaths and epidemiologists and other scientists came together, led by corresponding co-author Lisa J. Underland from Children's Hospital at Montefiore, New York City, to investigate the impact of muscle loss and reduced mobility on the lifespan of older women. With the results published recently in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society, the team found that older women face a considerable risk for early death if they lose 5% or more of their body weight and have evidence of muscle mass loss along with advancing age. The study authors reports good news as well. Those older women that work to preserve their physical strength lower the probability for an earlier death by as much as 70%. This study is part of the Women's Health WHI, funded by the National Statistics of Health NIH, National Heart, Lung and Blood Institute NHLBI. Considering contraction, at least partially, is often a desire to keep weight off, but this can lead to an earlier death. Reports underline uh, pediatric, hopefully I'll get this right, endocrinologist at Montefiore Children's Hospital picked up International UPL. Underland shared our findings sports increased efforts to prove. Now, some in the women's football news, so Everton's trip to Aston Villa, unfortunately, has been postponed because of COVID-19 outbreak in the visitors squad. Article courtesy of BBC.co.uk. It is the third WSL game to be called off this weekend because of COVID-19 cases. After Chelsea's London derby with Tottenham and West Ham's home game against Manchester United were also postponed. Everton request to postpone the game was granted by the Football Association and the feature would be rescheduled for later in the season. Between 28th December and 3rd January, there were 40 positive cases across the WSL and Championship sliding down on 44 this week before, which was the highest figure since the FA began releasing their data. Now, that's absolutely worrying. Some statistics um, about the WSL because obviously having so many postponements does not help the club. But obviously, sometimes you can't do anything about that because um, you know it's sometimes there's nothing much you can do. COVID-19 cases, then there's COVID-19 cases. We've seen in the men's football where there's been so many COVID-19 cases, and Manchester United have had to, postpone their games as well, and which are going to be rescheduled later in the season. So in the women's football, unfortunately, it's the same case, and with this new variant happening, things like this are unfortunately going to happen. But it's obviously, if obviously it can be avoided, then it's even better. Vaccination is something which isn't mandatory in the men's and women's football, but if it was mandatory to take, then obviously then the rules would be different and it would be easier to play more games unless they were positive in the COVID in the COVID-19. So if they were positive, then fair enough, they couldn't play, which happens abroad. But if it's happening because uh, they're not vaccinated and you know then obviously the recovery process is going to be much longer, and then obviously for them to come back, and then if they don't have enough players, as we know, games cannot continue. So hopefully the rules in the UK regarding men's and women's football will change for the better, and that would be better for the fans and better for the players going forward. Now, some good news in the US Women's Open, because the women's purse is about to get double. Let's have a look at this news. Now, courtesy of sportsnout.com, some good news for the US Women's Open 2020 has nearly doubled to 10 million in 2022. The purse for the US Women's Open will nearly double to 10 million 22, the US CGA announced Friday. This major tournament is scheduled for the June the 2nd to the 5th at Pine Needles Lodge and Golf Club in Southern Pines, NC. The purse for the 2022 event, won by Yuka Sasu of the Philippines, was 5.5 million. The boost is part of a new partnership between the US CGA and ProMedica, is not-for-profit healthcare organization that will become the presenting sponsor of the US Women's Open. For more than 75 years, the US Women's Open has been the one that where every little girl in every country around the world has dreamed of winning. USGA CEO Mike Wan said in a press release, the partnership with ProMedica allows us to substantially grow the championship in every way, from its purpose to its purse to the places that host the event. The prize pool is nearly on par with the men's US Open, which totals 12.5 million in 2021. The USGA said it's planning to increase the women's purse up to 12 million over the next 5 years. And our final article today, which is some good news, is happening, and I have forgot to include the thumbnail like usual. I always seem to miss one of the thumbnails. I don't know how I managed to do that, but it seems to have these kind of stuff seems to keep on happening. But basically what the news is, I'll just tell you guys. It is Leicester City have signed Villa winger Freya Gregory and forward Missy Goodwin. This is courtesy of UK as well, until the end of the season. Now, these 18-year-olds representing England at youth level came through Villa's academy system. Gregory, who joined on loan, has made 6 appearances for Villa this season and scored in last season derby draw with Birmingham City. I'm buzzing just to get playing, doing what I know I can do and prove myself in the league, she said. It's an ambitious club and I'm excited to join. Goodwin made a senior debut for Villa on 17th November in the League Cup defeat by Sheffield United. She said it's a great environment and the facilities speak for themselves. It's a club that has got great ambitions, and the process that they have been through so far just to get into the WSL is fantastic and something that I couldn't wait to join. So well done to these both. A big, very well done. And hope they have a nice time in the WSL and hopefully they will do well there. Coming close to the end of the broadcast for the special edition of the Woman Agenda show for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please click on the like button and send your comments. We will, apart from the videos which we upload, we will be having a live content very, very soon where you can participate live with us and give us your live chats and everything. That's happening very soon as well. It will happen very soon, so stay tuned for that. It's going to happen very soon, and we will let you know when that happens. And if you want to advertise with us, promote your brand, and we will promote it on all our social media channels, so we see Twitter, Facebook, among others, and on our YouTube channel. Get in touch, talentspotlight309 at gmail.com if you want to be a live guest, or if you're an agent of someone in music or films or books or whatever, get in touch with our same email address. And our social media channels are as follows. If you want to get in touch with us, Twitter, Raja Female Spotlight, the Twitter handler, Facebook, Woman Talent Podcast. So that's what we have today. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will be back with another special show later today. Hope you guys enjoy that. Hope you guys have a fantastic Friday. And like I said, subscribe. Please do subscribe to the channel, and let other people know about the channel as well. And we're having some great feedback on Facebook and Twitter. Thank you very much for that. So I will see you guys on the next video special. Until then, which will happen today. Until then, thank you very much. Enjoy your day, whatever you guys doing. Hope it's good. Stay safe. Please follow the government protocols, whichever country you're in. And have a good one. This is Roger from the Woman Agenda Special Edition show. I'll see you on the next broadcast.